In this session, we are going to discuss about linked list and its operations in C language. First of all, I want to create a simple node in C language. For this, I am creating a .c file of linked1.c. My file name is I am giving linked1.c. So, first I need to include the necessary libraries. Include stdio.h standard input output and .h is a header file, and another one I required here include stdlib.h. So, because here I need to allocate memory and free memory is required, so that is why I am importing stdlib.h also. First simply I am creating, defining the node structure. So, struct is the reserved word and node is my name. So, it is a beginning and ending. It contains, one is the data part int data, and another one is the pointer. It can point the another structure nodes of node type. Struct node star next. So, this is a simple node. So, here next is the self type of referencing pointer. Now, I need to create a head node or start node, head node or start node pointer. Simply I am creating struct node type pointer, it is a head. So, by default head I am giving null. Actually I am not assigning or allotting the memory for the head node. Head node is just like a pointer, it points the a node structure, node type data. Now I need to create the main method. Return 0. So, here up to now I just defined a node structure and I created the head node. So, initially I need to add the data. So, in linked list we can add the nodes from the beginning, either from ending or in the given location, any way we can add. Initially I am trying to add from the ending, append. So, insert at the end of the node I am practicing right now. So, for this I am defining a function void insert end. So, I am giving some value element. If I given value, it will insert at the end. So, I am going to define this functionality void insert end of int value. So, first of all here I need to define a new node. That new node should be allocated some memory. So, that is why I need to create struct node type new node, but it requires some memory. So, the memory should be allocated of node size. That is why I am using a malloc size of struct node type. So totally the struct node type size is allocated. I am typecasting to the struct node type. That's why struct node star. So this line will allocate memory for the new node. Now I can store the data to the new node. New underscore node hyphen, it's a arrow, new node arrow, and data. So data is the data part of my node. Next is the, it can store the address of the next node. So that's why I'm new node arrow data to, I'm storing the value. At the same time I am adding this node at end. That's why it is the last node, means the next value should be null. New underscore node next is equal to null. So I created a new node and I assigned the value, given value, and next value I made it null. Now I need to link this to head node. First I need to check if there is no nodes, it is the first node, then I need to check if head, because head is a global variable I created here. Above the main I created means these head and node can be accessible from any function. These are called global variables. So that's why simply I am checking if head equal to null, means there is no nodes in the linked list. In this case my node is the only one node, the start node need to point this node only. That's why head will directly point my new underscore node itself. So I no need to do anything. If it is not, means head node contains some another nodes, then else part I need to write. In the else part, so I need to create a temporary pointer to traverse to the end. So struct node, I am creating a temporary pointer ptr. So I did not given any memory location to this, it is just a pointer, it did not hold any values. Okay, so I am storing head address to the ptr. Now ptr contains the starting node address. I need to reach to the end of the node. So to reach the end of the node I am writing ptr, and ptr next contains null, means it is the last node. If it is not equal to null, means up to ptr next null my while will traverse the all the nodes in the linked list. So from first, if I assume 3 nodes are there, pointer contains the head node, means first ptr next means second data node address, again ptr next third data node address. So then ptr next equal to null. So regarding this I am assigning ptr is equal to, always I am changing the ptr value to ptr next. So finally I will reach to the last node. Whenever ptr next equal to null, the while will terminate. Then ptr contains the last node address. So then I need to assign ptr next address to my new node. Here I check 2 conditions. One condition, if there is no nodes, I am doing insert end, I am supplying the value, the node value I am supplying. Okay, first I created a new node and I allocated memory for that. Then only I can store the data value and next value. Now new node and data assigned the given value. This value I stored in this data part. Again new node next, by default it is the last node, that's why it is always null. So first I am checking if there is no data nodes in my linked list, head always null. If it is null, my node is the first node, that's why simply head points this node. If it is not like that, head is not null, means head is pointing some other data nodes. On that time I need to traverse all the data nodes and I need to reach to the last node. For this purpose I am creating a temporary pointer PTR. I assign the starting head node address to the PTR. So I am using a while PTR next equal to null, means up to PTR next null the while will rotate continuously, and internally I am doing PTR equal to PTR next. For every node PTR next value I am assigning to the PTR, that is why I can traverse to the continuously end of the node. Once I reach the node, whenever PTR next equal to null, then while will be terminates, means the PTR contains PTR next is the last node. Then I can simply assign PTR next equal to new node. So it is beginning and ending. Once it is while, I need to write this inside this bracket. Yes. So for convenient purpose I am just indenting this code. So this is my new node. First I am checking if head and else part I am writing. So in the else part I am taking temporary pointer. So pointer equal to head I am assigning. I am running the while loop to reach the end of the node. Once I terminated from while, means I am in the last node. Then I am writing PTR equal to my new node assigning to the last PTR next. By default PTR next will be null. I am assigning the address of new node. So then this else condition is also closed. This is my simple code to insert a data at the end. So this function required I need to supply some value. For initially I want to insert some values to traverse. Insert end of, if I supplied 20, it will add at the end. Again I am giving insert end, at the end I am supplying 30. So now my linked list contains two values 20 and 30. Okay. So next I need to create traverse function, means I need to read the linked list and display the values. For this I am writing traverse. So otherwise I can write simply traverse, or I can write list elements. So list of I am writing. Okay, simply it is a list of, it will just display all the elements in the given linked list. So I am defining this list function, void list of, it's the beginning and ending. So first I need to traverse from the head node. So I am creating struct node, I am creating a temporary pointer which contains head PTR equal to head. Now PTR pointing first data node in the linked list. Now PTR contains the first data node in the linked list. So I need to traverse up to last data set. So I am writing while PTR not equal to null, means there is no next node. So up to that the while will run. So once I reach to the one data node, then ptr contains the data part. Regarding this, so I am printf. So I want to display in new line or /t I will use. So for tab purpose, so percentile d will be the data node and arrow for this is my comment actually, and next one is percentile p address. So first percentile d represents ptr data and second percentile p represents ptr next. So this line prints the data. So if I am in first data node, so again I need to traverse to the next. That's why I am changing ptr equal to ptr next. Now ptr address is the next node. So this will rotate up to ptr equal to null. Its meaning is ptr reached to the last node, the while terminates. This is my simple display code. Okay, I am trying to execute this. So before executing, I want to insert some more elements, then only I can display clearly 40. So 50. So I inserted 4 elements, then I am showing list of is nothing but traverse. So I am compiling this code, gcc linked1.c -o linked1. So I want to compile this. Yes, it is compiled perfectly. I need to execute whether it is working perfectly or not. So simply it is displayed 20 is the first node data node value and address, 30 is the second data node and address, 40 and the third data node and address, and last data node is 50 and address is nil, means the next node is the last node in the linked list. It is simple code. Simply add the data at the end of the linked list and display all the linked list data set list of. This is the simple code I written. So I written only 2 functions. One is insert add and list of. So by using this code, you can simply test simple linked list insert operation at the end.